Piazza, Huntley, a lot of course, Rodriguez down in Texas. You're seeing a lot of the catchers becoming much better hitters now. I think the reason was that you know, it's such a tough job behind the plate, and usually they put the slow people behind the plate. They couldn't play other places, but because they had good arms and maybe a good bat. But it wears you down. You have to be awful strong to be a catcher, and it wears them down over a course of a year.
Here's a 2-2 pitch, and Bordas swings and misses to win the inning. So the Indians get one and take the lead at the end of 4 innings. Cleveland 1, Detroit 0.
Time now for the Art Van Player of the Week. Last night at Jacobs Field in Cleveland, the Tigers held on in a tightly fought battle. Easley, Clark, and Gonzalez each had a good night at the plate, but it was Bobby Higginson who provided the go-ahead single in the 6th inning to guide Detroit to a 3-2 win over the Indians. Bobby Higginson earns our vote as this week's Art Van Player of the Week. Each Player of the Week receives the Ultimate Massage Recliner courtesy of Art Van Furniture.
What's on sale at Art Van's half off, half the store, half the weekend sale? Just about anything you need to bring a fresh look to your home. Because now through Monday only, half our $40 million inventory is half off.
Plus, you do not pay for half a year. But time is the one thing you can't buy at this sale. So rush in for half off savings and pay nothing for half a year. Only at Art Van's half off, half the store, half the weekend sale. Now through Monday only.
So, I read an article that says they think about it every 8 seconds.
I wouldn't doubt it. It seems like the only thing Dave ever wanted.
They have one-track minds. It must be something biological or genetic.
Men, they're all the same.
Hey.
You read my mind.
You're watching the Detroit Tigers on UPN 50.
Well, be there Saturday, August 8th for Ty Beanie Baby Day at Tiger Stadium. The first 10,000 kids 14 and under and the first 500 in the bleachers of that game with the Tigers and the Mariners will receive the Ty Beanie Baby stripes with a special commemorative collector's cards, and the gates open at 11:30. We hope you'll be there. Randa at bat for the Tigers in the 5th inning. Strike 1 on Joe. Cleveland on top, 1-0. Burba delivers, and this one fouled away by Joe Randa, who hit into a force out his first trip. Cleveland got a run in the 4th to break the tie. So far, it's been a duel between this gentleman, Burba, and Justin Thompson. Randa fouls another one away. Here's the most important email question you might get, Al. Which stadium has the best food? Well, we eat in the press room. We'd have to judge it by that.
I really don't know.
I think Tiger Stadium has the best. We got a great chef there, Sean.
Sean's excellent. Yes, he does. I don't go in the press room that much anymore.
Well, the prices, although they've begun to charge in some of the places, I think the stadium press room will stack up with any of them, the one at Tiger Stadium. The count on Randa. Oh, he got him. 3rd strikeout recorded by Burba.
An off-speed pitch by Burba, who looks like he's getting in the groove now, setting down the last 6 batters in a row. And Joe way out in front of this off-speed pitch.
Here's Baco, who does not have a hit. He bounced to short his only trip. He does not have a hit in the series yet, and looks at a hook in for a strike. Tigers trailing 1-0 in the 5th inning here in Cleveland. Baco takes it's a wide one, 1-1.
Burba works pretty fast with nobody on base, but it really slows down when he gets men on the bases.
In tied up under the chin, 2-1 on the Tiger catcher. Here's another email. Have you ever seen a game at Cleveland's League Park? That's from Dave Vandergrift in Detroit.
No, I never did.
And I never did either. So we're 0 for 2 on that. That park was abandoned in the early 1930s after the municipal stadium was built down on the lake. Fly ball to left. Whitten goes to his right a little bit and gloves it. 2 down, and Davy Cruz, who singled in the third, will be the batter. All the Tiger hits, all 4 of them, have been singles. They came in pairs. Successive singles leading off the second, successive singles leading off the third. Tigers couldn't capitalize either time. Davy looks, it's a strike. Slow roller hit toward the Bell. He flips it to Tomei for the second straight inning. The Tigers go 1, 2, 3. The Indians come to bat in the fifth, still on top, 1-0.
This inning of Tiger Baseball on UPN 50 is brought to you by Nissan, who reminds you that life is a journey. Enjoy the ride.
Announcing an amazing opportunity from your Nissan retailer. Instead of waiting till the end of the model year, Nissan is clearing out the 98s right now and offering $2,000 customer cash or 0% APR financing on every new 98 Nissan. That's $2,000 or 0% APR on any Nissan, including the luxurious Maxima or the roomy and powerful Altima. This early model year-end clearance is only for a limited time. So for the best selection, visit your Nissan retailer today. These special offers end August 3rd.
Hi, fill it up.
Sure. Danger, danger. You have violated the vehicular security zone. In 10 seconds, a piercing blast will sound. 8, 7, perimeter violation. Please step back. 5, 4, 3, 2. You have violated. Whoa. Well, alrighty then. Have a nice day.
You too.
Amico. You expect more from a leader, and you get it.
Well, we have another game summary brought to you by Bell Tire. Whitten ground out is the only run in this ball game. Left on base. Detroit 3, Cleveland 4. Burba retired the last 8 batters, and here's the only run in the game. A ground ball sharply hit. Davey hadn't thought about going home, but goes to first base, and that's the only run of the ball game.
And it's Friday night baseball on UPN 50, featuring some good pitching so far through the first half of the game. 1-0. The Indians on top. David Bell, the number 9 hitter, will lead off for the Tribe. He singled with 1 out in the third. Ball 1 the count on David Bell. Base hit to left, 2 for 2 for Buddy's son.
Well, he's getting that swing back again. This ball not hit hard. He got it jammed on the fist, but he finds the hole right past Joe Rand at third base. And of course, this is a fastball again. Pretty much a dead fastball hitter in my estimation.
Bell at first for Kenny Lofton, who's had a couple of walks. The Indians have put a man on in every inning. They've had a hit in every inning except the first after Lofton's walk. There's a ball outside, a ball 1 on Kenny. The hits are even, 4 apiece. It's Rander in close at third, looking for the bunt possibility. Bell at first. He's the only man on either team with 2 hits. Lofton at the plate waiting on the 1-0 delivery. get it yet.
Kind of surprised Cleveland hasn't tried to bunt the ball to first base. Otto playing first base hasn't been over there very much.
There's a high foul that'll be out of play. Another email for you, Al, from Billy Stein, I believe it is. He says, should Joe Jackson be eligible for the Hall of Fame?
Well, he was convicted of throwing game in the World Series, wasn't he? And Judge Landis banned him for life.
Yep.
Ted Williams and Bob Feller are two guys that are trying to get Shoeless Joe back, get him into the Hall of Fame.
Well, Ted has put on quite a campaign. My feeling is that he's served his sentence. He's now dead, but all his lifetime he apologized for that. He was never convicted in the courts, but Landis decided that he'd ban him from baseball. But it's a matter that you could make an argument on each side, I think. There's a strike. He is out for excessive window shopping. Kenny Lofton looking one too many. Third strikeout for Justin.
Well, here's a perfect pitch by Justin right on the outside corner. Gets a very tough hitter out. Lofton, who has hit very well against left-handers this year, he thought the ball was outside. I don't think he really saw that pitch on the outside corner. He was sort of pulling away from that outside part of the plate.
Maybe it sounded outside.
Yeah.
Bell draws the throw. He's back safely.
Well, here's a good hit and run man right here. They could put Bell in motion. Vizquel doesn't strike out much, and a pretty good chance that they can move a base runner down to third base or possibly send him to third.
Vizquel is 0 for 2 tonight. Hit the ball on the ground twice. There's a drive to right, and it'll be a base hit. Bell racing for third, and here comes a throw from Higgy. He is out at third.
Thank you very much.
Randa put the tag on him. Another assist for Bobby Higgins.
He was dead all the way. Bobby had this ball before he got around to third base, second base. Watch, Bobby's got the ball already. And man, he must be feeling his Wheaties, because he must have thought he was able to fly from second base to third. But he was dead meat for that great throwing arm, accurate throwing arm of Bobby Higginson right there. Put it on him.
Vizquel on for Ramirez with 2 down. And a cut and a miss by Amani. Cleveland on top, 1-0. They've got 5 hits. The Tigers have 4. In close.
Well, he uses the whole field. You have to mix the pitches up on him, and you can throw him high fastballs with 2 strikes. Very dangerous hitter. He uses the whole field.
Count 1-1 now. There's a drive to left. Gonzalez on the run. Won't get it. Plays it on 1 hop. Vizquel stops at second on the long single to left. 2 on and 2 out for Cleveland. Now it's going to be Tomei against Thompson. Tomei, who scored the game's only run. First time up, he flied to right, and then he singled and came around to score in the 4th inning. Stole second, went to third on a wild pitch, and came in on a bounce out to short off the bat of Whitten. That's the difference in the game here in the 5th inning. So Justin in another spot. 2 on and 2 out. Ground ball deep first. The cat grabs it and will make the play unassisted, and that's all for the Indians in their 5th inning. They get 3 hits but do not score at the end of 5. UPN 50's weather expert Jim Mattis has your complete weekend weather forecast on tonight's 10 o'clock news. Plan your weekend with one of Detroit's most experienced meteorologists, Jim Mattis, tonight following the Tiger game only on UPN 50, your 10 o'clock news station. Brian Hunter leading it off, 1-0 Cleveland. We're in the 6th inning. Brian's walked and singled after he singled in the 3rd. The next 8 batters have gone down in order. Burba getting tough. A chopper to deep second. That's Bell over to first. He got him. 9 in a row for Burba. Damian Easley is 0 for 2 tonight. He's hit into double play to the pitcher and he's fanned.
And the second time up, I don't disagree with Buddy Bell very often, but he had two men on, nobody out. And Damian, who was the best hitter on the Tiger Ball Club with men on base, they had to hit and run on. And they threw Davy Cruz out at 3rd base. Pretty much took the bat out of Damian's hand. But Buddy likes to be aggressive. I just didn't agree with having your best hitter with men on base hit and run in that situation.
1 strike pitch to Easley makes it 2 strikes for Dave Burba. Tigers have 4 hits. They got 2 singles in the 2nd, 2 singles in the 3rd. That's been it. The only other runner was a walk to Hunter starting the game. He was a race on a double play. 1-2 the count. Tigers looking for instant runs here in the middle of the game. 2-2. Well, now you were talking about the Tigers' improvement in pitching in your opening remarks, and you certainly see some good pitching here tonight on both sides.
Oh, absolutely. And well, that's why Cleveland, plus having a very talented ball club, just because you score a lot of runs doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be a good ball club. They have a great pitching staff, and the Tigers are starting to turn it around, showing a great improvements as we showed earlier, and a lot of it is due to the young pitchers that they brought up. And Justin Thompson, in my mind, is still a young pitcher. He's pitching well again tonight. Go along with Moeller, Geisinger, Powell.
Pitch in tight to Damian, and the bullpen's been very effective, something people didn't really expect this year.
It has been effective. And the secret of Tigers is getting into the 7th and 8th inning.
3-2 pitch now from Dave Burba. Little chopper that'll go foul toward 3rd. 1 out, nobody on, in the Tigers 6th. The Detroit is trailing Cleveland 1-0. It's a nice shot of this beautiful ballpark with another capacity crowd. Kosk wants to inspect the baseball. He's going to discard that one. Make a little trade in here.
Perry Hill, the 3rd base coach, requested that Damian take a look at the ball, and they threw it out.
3-2 delivery. Ground ball, gloved by Flyman. He gets up and fires the first in time. 2 down.
Well, what a great play that was. Travis roaming far to his left, just goes down on one knee, gets up in a hurry, and of course with that great throwing arm of his, throws an accurate strike to first base.
Here's Higginson, and he takes a strike. Bobby's 0 for 2. He's bounced to 2nd, and he's struck out. He's made the 3rd out the first 2 times. Batting now with 2 down and nobody on. There's a ball low. 1-1. Well, one swing of the bat can tie this game. 1-0 Cleveland in the 6th. It's a high one. Burba has set down 10 successive hitters. Three-1 on Higginson. He's not gone deep in the count very often tonight. Fly ball hit to left field. Whitten backs up, makes the catch in front of the warning track, and the Tigers for the 3rd straight inning go 1-2-3. Cleveland batting in the 6th. They lead Detroit 1-0.
Detroit Tiger Baseball on UPN 50, brought to you by Little Caesars. Little Caesars Big Pizza dwarfs the competition.
Announcing an amazing opportunity from your Nissan retailer. Instead of waiting till the end of the model year, Nissan is clearing out the 98s right now and offering $2,000 customer cash or 0% APR financing on every new 98 Nissan. That's $2,000 or 0% APR on any Nissan, including the luxurious Maxima or the roomy and powerful Altima. This early model year-end clearance is only for a limited time. So for the best selection, visit your Nissan retailer today. These special offers end August 3rd.
Looks refreshing. Tastes refreshing. Labatt Blue Light, right out of the ice. Looks refreshing. Tastes refreshing. Labatt Blue Light, right out of the ice.
This is so cool.
Tommy, what are you doing out there?
Get your piece of the dream. Now at Little Caesars, get your free Wings Championship collector's card when you buy our Cumped Up meal. That's 2 12-inch pizzas with 2 toppings for only $10.99.
Pizza.
It was one of America's favorite comedy series. Emmy Award-winning Frasier, 5 nights a week on UPN 50. Get psyched with Frasier and Company every weeknight at 7 right here on UPN 50, your 10 o'clock news station. Travis Fryman takes a cut at strike 1. It's Friday night baseball on UPN 50. If it's Friday, it's going to be Friday night baseball, and we hope you'll join us every week. It's the ball low, 1-1 on Travis. He's had a double on the walk. Cleveland 1 run, 6 hits. Detroit no runs, 4 hits. No errors on either side. Strike on the inside corner. Ohia in the bullpen for the Indians. 1-2 pitch now. Justin stopping in the middle of his motion. He checked his swing on that high one. 2-2 on Travis Fryman. Travis has the game's only extra base hit, a double in the 2nd. It's a slow grounder towards short, cut off by Randa. He guns it to first base.
Joe had a little trouble getting that ball out of his glove. I think Davey might have had a better angle at it. Ball not hit very hard. It's a tough play on both sides. Joe fields the ball and then has to take an extra step and couldn't get it out of his glove and couldn't get enough on the ball. You can see there he had a little trouble getting it out. Couldn't get the handle on it.
So Fryman gets his 2nd hit of the night, that infield single. And the batter will be Whitten, who has driven in the game's only run with a ground ball to short. the seats back in the right field corner. That's the 7th Indian hit. Fryman and Bell, the only Indians with 2. Mark Whitten waiting on Justin Thompson's next delivery here in the 6th. Quite a duel between Thompson and Burba. Runner goes for his second. He's safe. Stolen base.
Well, Travis knows that Justin has a hard time holding men on. He takes a high leg kick. The ball is just a little bit high. Had the ball been waist high, he would have been out. Got him just about between the knee and the foot.
It's the second steal for the Indians. The first one was by Tomey, and that led to the scoring of the game's only run back in the 4th inning. Now 1-1 is the count on Mark Whitten. It's a slow roller to Randa. He'll charge it. Fire to first. Not in time. Another infield hit.
Joe sort of nonchalance this one. Takes a very good old time and lays back instead of coming in, and close play at first base. Looked like he was safe.
Fryman holds it second on that grounder. Now they try with runners at first and second, nobody down, for the rookie Sexton, who is DHing for Mike Hargrove and company tonight. He has grounded to short and applied to Hunter and center.
I don't know how many times Mr. Sexton has been called upon to lay a bunt down, being a power hitter, home run hitter, but I think there's a pretty good chance here.
Randa's in close at third just in case. He's taking outside ball one from Justin. Indians lead at 1-0, threatening to add to that advantage. That's Jeff Newman, third base coach, who did a little catching and third basing with Oakland among other teams. Ground ball up the middle, off the glove of Thompson. Over to second, over to first. It's a double play, and on to third will go Fryman.
Well, I thought by Justin tipping this ball that it possibly wouldn't be a double play. This would have been a short double play had it gone through. See, Davies right there. He slows up, and that's a tough play for Davian. The second one in this ball game that he has to get rid of the ball quickly because the runner was right down on him.
That'll make it 2 down for the Indians with a man at third, and Pat Borders at the plate. Pat is struck out twice against Justin Thompson. 1-0, the Tribe on top in the 6th. And Borders looking ball one. Thompson has struck out 3. Twice he got Borders on strikes. The other victim was Kenny Lofton, who took a called third strike in the 5th inning. Borders hits a high fly to short left. Here comes Gonzalez in. And that will end the 6th inning. We go to the 7th. The Tigers trailing the Cleveland Indians 1-0.
The Detroit Tigers on UPN 50.
1.5.
Well, there's the K-Line family. Oh, the granddad.
Yeah, my son Michael and Marcia and Colin and Kelsey looks like she might be asleep. I don't know. I think she might be faking it, though.
Maybe Kelsey can get the Tigers around here. They trail 1-0 in the 7th inning. And Mr. Burba has really gotten tough. He set down the last 11 batters. Here's Tony Clark with a single in the fly to center. And it's in too close on Tony. Quite a game here, Al. 1-0 Cleveland.
Great pitchers. Both guys doing a great job. Burba's been outstanding the last 3 innings.
He delivers in close on Tony. 2-0 now on the Tiger DH. Get into that 7th inning 14 out of 21 times. There's a foul out of play.
Good swing by Tony. Trying to tie this game up with 1 swing of the bat.
Tigers had 2 hits in the 2nd, 2 hits in the 3rd, and since then they've not had a runner. Two-1 delivery. And it's even. We're in the 7th. 1-0 Cleveland. Full count. Burba has walked 1 man. He walked the Hunter leading off the game. Strike called, and Tony Clark called out. Fourth strikeout for Burba.
Well, here's where they've been trying to pitch Tony all night, and that's the fastball right there and up in the strike zone. Tony doesn't mind the ball down if it's inside, but up around the waist he has a little trouble extending those arms.
Gonzalez for the single and the bounce to second. Taking a pitch outside from the big right-hander. Tigers trail 1-0 7th inning. 2-0, and once again Burba finds himself behind the hitter. There's a strike. Mr. Kosk said so. Indians got their run in the 4th inning and a bounce out by Whitten, getting Tomei home with the game's only run. There's a drive hit to deep center. Lofton going back near the fence, leaping, and did he get it? No, he did not. I think it's a home run. We don't have a sign yet. It's a home run to tie the game 1-1.
Yeah, we've seen Kenny Lofton climb that fence many times on ESPN, and this time we had to wait to see if that ball did get, in fact, elude him and go into the bullpen. But Gonzalez ties this ball game up with his 14th home run. Take a look at it again. Watch the effort by Kenny Lofton, jumping up on the screen and just missing it. Home run in the bullpen.
Wow, and it's a 1-1 tie. Now the next hitter, Catalanata, fouls one away. Boy, that ball hit straight away to center field, a little bit toward right, and kept on carrying well. 1-1 the count on him. That's the home run smile. Burba had set down 12 straight before the home run interrupted that streak. It's a wide one. 2-1.
Comes Mark Wiley out. I think he sees the same thing as I've been noticing. Burba really is upset with himself for making or giving up that home run, and Wiley's coming out to settle him down some and tell him, hey, there's still a tie ball game. and encourage him to go right after him again.
98 pitches by Mr. Burba. There's the man that provided the Tigers their run with a home run, his 14th here in the 7th inning to tie the game 1-1. So Wiley, who did some pitching with the Minnesota, Toronto, and San Diego, gives up his conversation out on the mound and moves back. This copyrighted telecast presented by the authority of the Detroit Tigers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Tigers and UPN 50. Well, the conference is over. 2-1 the count on the Cat. 1 out, nobody on, and Frank takes the ball outside. 3-1 the count on him. 43,156 paying to see the action tonight, and they're getting their money's worth. There's a high fly lofted into short right. Ramirez coming in under it and puts it away. That'll make it 2 down in the Tiger 7th.
The third baseman, number 19, Joe Randa.
Joe Randa, the Tiger third baseman, will be the batter. He's hit into force and struck out. Tigers have 1 run, 5 hits. The Indians have 1 run and 8 hits. In close on Joe, ball 1. There's a strike, the count even. 1-1. Down and away. 2-1 on Randa. Burba trying for his 11th win of the season. Ground ball wide at first. Tomei. That's the Burba, and that retires the Tigers in the 7th. But they've tied the game 1-1. Last half of the 7th coming up.
Who's ready to come up? Beatty. Call him up.
Choose the wrong wireless service?
No answer. Who's next? Pingle. Call him up.
With AirTouch, you get coverage you can count on.
Pingle.
Who knows? It could change your life. AirTouch.
Pay only 99 cents till $19.99, plus get free weekends and a free phone.
The V6-powered Lexus ES 300. Apparently, nothing else can stand up to it. The price of an ES 300 is within striking distance of Meade Lexus of Southfield and Meade Lexus of Lakeside.
Well, here's another game summary. Gonzo, the only run for the Tigers, a solo home run in the 7th inning. Thompson, 6 innings, 8 hits, 1 run. Burba, 7 innings, 5 hits and 1 run. Boy, what a great matchup. Here's the home run. Number 14 for Gonzo, just out of the reach of Kenny Lofton in right center field.
So we've got a 1-1 tie going to the last half of the 7th inning, and now quite a contrast between those 2 runs that were scored. The home run, and then the Cleveland run came like one of those old Chicago Go Sox runs. A single, a stolen base, a wild pitch, and a bounce out.
And you don't expect it from this Cleveland ball club that's had so many good hitters, but Justin's been able to get the outs when he needs them. And we were talking about Burba giving a lot of quality innings. JT has pitched into the 7th inning 15 of his last 18 outings, so he has been pitching great baseball.
And here's Bell, who's touched him for 2 singles and 2 trips in that number 9 position. Ball 1 on David Bell. 1-1 tie, 7th inning in Cleveland at Sedante. Don't go away. Bell nubs one wide at first. Catalanata shovels it over to Thompson in time for the out. One up and one away for Cleveland. Now the top of the batting order, Kenny Lofton. Kenny has walked twice the first 2 times, and the last time up in the 5th inning he took a call third strike. One run, 8 hits, no errors for the Indians. The Tigers have 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors. 1 down in the Cleveland 7th. The Indians have left 6 runners. Well, the Tigers have stranded only 3. There's a strike on Lofton. Fly ball hit the left. Gonzalez with plenty of room. 2 away. That's only the 4th outfield putout for the Tigers. Omar Vizquel has bounced into a double play, tapped back of the pitcher, and had a single to right. On that single to right, Bell was cut down by Higginson's throw to Randa at third.
Turns to be a big play right now.
There's a ball outside. It sure was. They got 3 hits in that inning and did not score. 1-1 tie in the 7th. Vizquel taking a wide one. He's worked the count to 2-0 against Justin. 100 pitches, a great ratio for strikes. 68 to 32. Line foul in the seats back of the tarp roll. Another foul the other way, and Vizquel has a 2-2 count. One of those players who dares to wear number 13. The Atlanta Braves several years ago issued an order that nobody in their whole system could wear number 13.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. There's a foul out of play.
Lance Parrish.
Yep.
Wearing number 13.
I think Bill Tuttle had 13, didn't he?
Yes. Ended up being unlucky 13 for Bill Tuttle.
Oh yeah. Vizquel waiting, and he fouls another one away. Still 2-2 the count on him. Another email, Al. Did either of you ever meet Ty Cobb? I'm sure you did.
I did. Yes, I did. It was probably my 2nd year. I had a picture taken with Mr. Cobb along with Harvey Keenan and myself.
Here's the pitch on the way, and there's another foul that may be out of play. Here comes Baco, and it's going to be on the roof of the dugout. Well, I had a chance to meet Ty Cobb many times.
And here's a base hit in the 5th inning by Vizquel. Here's the play at third base. Turns out to be the biggest play of the game right now. Bell trying to stretch it to third base and was thrown out easily by Bobby Higginson.
Vizquel waiting on a 2-2 pitch now with 2 down. And it's a high one. Full count on him.
Keep this guy off base if you can, because he will be running if he gets on with 2 outs.
Oh, he walked. Well, he hung in there, fouled off a few pitches, and finally gets himself a walk with 2 out here in the 7th inning.
Well, he took a very close pitch there. Oh, right down by the knees. It might have been just a shade low, but awful tough pitch to take.
That's the 4th walk issued by Thompson. And Ramirez will be the batter in the 7th. The 1-1 tie, man on with 2 down.
Adair, pitching coach, on the phone to the bullpen. I imagine we'll see Matt Anderson probably. He hasn't pitched in the series for a while.
Runner goes. It's a high one. Throw to second. He is safe. Another steal. That's the third for the Indians.
Well, I'm telling you, Baco is doing a great job behind the plate to make this as close as he has. And they get a running start off of JT, and Baco throws another good right there, bang bang play, just got his hand in, and they're getting a running start at first base on JT.
Anderson in the bullpen. The hard to throw from Rice University.
It's the third stolen base for Cleveland against JT in this game.
1-0 pitch, and it's 2-0 on Ramirez. Two out, man on second. Game tied 1-1, seventh inning in Cleveland. Ball three.
Ramirez with a line drive single down the left field line. Good job by Gonzo getting over there to hold the base runner at second.
And they got to put him on. That will be an intentional walk because the fourth one was wide on the purpose. It'll be the fifth walk issued by Thompson. And put two men on for Tomei, who has singled and scored the Indians' only run. Other two times he has fly to right and bounced to first. Here comes Rick Adair out again.
Word that Matt Anderson is in fact throwing in the Tiger bullpen.
Well, we're talking about Ty Cobb, Al. I did interview Ty Cobb when I worked at WSB in Atlanta in 1940. Went down to Royston, Georgia, his hometown, and did a 15-minute interview with him. He was very nice and cordial. Then I met him several times at Old Timers games. Met him at the Masters when I used to cover the Masters golf tournament. He'd come down and tell some old war stories. And I was able to convert one of them into an article for the Saturday Evening Post. So I'm very fond of Mr. Cobb, despite what everybody has told us about him. Here's the drummer man, Mr. John Adams, out in the center field area. Two men on for Tomei. And Justin's in close, 1-0. Well, he's a tough man up here, Mr. Kaline.
Yeah, he is, and he does not give ground against Justin, and he's had great success against him.
The 1-0 delivery is a strike call to 1-1. From the UP.
Yeah, came all the way.
How about that?
This game. All right. Fortunately, that ball hit the railing first and took some of the steam off of it.
1-2 on Jim Tomei. Two men on for the Tribe. 1-1 tie. 2 out, seventh inning. Two with 2 on and 2 out. That's a foul.
Good pitch. Pound him inside hard. And usually what happens on that pitch, you'll pull it foul. And also sets up the outside pitch a little easier if you decide to go out that way. Close to to the plate as he used to be. He used to have that back foot right on the line.
Fouled away.
He went outside. Good piece of hitting by Tomei to foul that pitch off. It was right where Justin wanted it, right on the outer half of the plate.
Jammed him, and that's fouled away. Which stays at 2-2 on Tomei.
Your attention in a hurry right here. 2 strikes. You're staying in it a little longer, expecting possibly a breaking ball, and that was right at the head. And he gets out of the way of it the way you're supposed to. You turn your head. Don't ever go straight down. You try to turn your back.
Now the count's full with 2 men on, 2 men out. 1-1 tie, 7th inning. Become quite a battle between these 2 outstanding stars in a clutch situation.
Nobody's giving ground. Justin's going hard at him, and Tomei swinging just as hard at the pitches he's thrown.
Keeps the game tied. It is a 1-1 deadlock. We go to the 8th inning.
The home of Tiger baseball.
I'll be there Sunday, August 9 to get your Detroit Tiger baseball card team set. The first 10,000 fans 14 and under attending the Tiger Mariner game will receive a free Detroit Tiger baseball card team set. Tickets available at the Tiger Stadium box office. Any Ticketmaster location, including Hudson's and Harmony House, or by calling 248-25-TIGER. Tiger baseball, be there. Bacco leads it off and fouls it away. Well, we saw a beautiful shot of the famous Cleveland Tower there in the background of this beautiful stadium, and we've got a beautiful ball game, a 1-1 tie.
Friday night baseball, but we're seeing some good baseball now.
Bacco 0 for 2 for the night. He does not have a hit in the series. He looped one into center, and he's got one now. A leadoff single in the 8th inning. That is the 6th Tiger hit tonight. Bring the bat against Burba, Davy Cruz. Cruz with a single in the 3rd, and he bounced to second the next time up. That was in the 5th inning. Tigers and the Indians in a 1-1 deadlock in the 8th.
Sacrifice situation here late in the game.
Squares wants the ball back to Burba. He'll go to second, and they get the force. Throw to first, not in time. It's a force out. The sacrifice instead turns into the force.
Well, the Tigers not doing the little things in this game to if they're going to beat this Cleveland ball club. Davey, who is one of the better bunters on this ball club, bunts it too hard right back to the pitcher. Good job by Burba to get off the mound. Close play at first base.
A man on and a man out now. The top of the batting order by Brian Hunter. He's walked, singled, and tapped back to second. The two starters are still around, Thompson and Burba. Cruz at first. He represents the tie-breaking run.
Well, two new pitchers, Valone and Reed. Reed just acquired in a trade. Valone just brought up from the minor leagues.
Indians are restructuring their team here in midseason, getting ready for the big stretch. Made a lot of moves in the last several days. Here's Hunter at the plate. Fryman in close at third. And he takes inside and high, ball one.
Well, this may be a case where they might want to send Davey, try to get that man down in scoring position, and one ball he'll probably try to come in with another fastball. Davey looking over at Jerry White, maybe get reinforcement, and he's supposed to be running here.
There's a strike to Hunter. The count evens on Bryan, 1-1. Well, the Tigers have left only 3 runners all night long in this game. That's a ball. 2-1 on Bryan. Sharp ground to foul past third. And the count 2-2. Gonzalez hit a home run in the 7th inning, his 14th to tie the game. The Indians had scored their only run in the 4th on a single by Tomei, a steal, a wild pitch, and he came home on a bounce out to short off the bat of Mark Whitten. So the pitchers have dominated this one tonight. 2-2 count. Now the count goes full. Easley waiting his hitting turn. Man on and the man out. 1-1 tie. There goes Cruz. The ball is hit in the air and caught by David Bell. He'll throw to first, and it will be a double play to end the Tigers' 8th inning. Cleveland batting to the 8th. It's still a tie, 1-1.
Tigers opening animation created by Brain Cell Pictures. Sound design by Paradise Post. Farmington Hills, Michigan.
How to build a better cheeseburger. There, that should do it. Introducing Arby's Smoky Cheese Supreme. It's like your favorite cheeseburger, only better. Because Arby's uses tender, juicy, melt-in-your-mouth roasted beef instead of fried hamburger. Plus, smoky American cheese, red onions, a rich, tangy sauce, and more. Try the smoky, grilled taste of Arby's new Smoky Cheese Supreme. No assembly required.
Sticky and humid with a high of 96.
Looks refreshing. Tastes refreshing. Labatt Blue Light, right out of the ice. Looks refreshing. Tastes refreshing. Labatt Blue Light, right out of the ice.
Making it to the pros takes a certain level of excellence, the experience to get the job done right, and a reputation for quality. Like newly formulated Valvoline DuraBlend motor oil, a synthetic blend that helps protect vital engine parts so your engine runs cleaner and better longer. People who know use Valvoline. So for the best possible performance, install what the pros install. CarQuest. Welcome to the pros.
Stay tuned to UPN 50 following the game tonight for the latest news, weather, and sports on Detroit's award-winning newscast. The 10 o'clock news with David Scott and Amir Makupson, Jim Mattis, the weather, and Tim Swore, sports extra. That's tonight right after the game on UPN 50, your 10 o'clock news station.
Well, Matt Anderson enters the game for the Tigers. There's his record 2-0 with a good earned run average. Matt has pitched 11 2/3 innings. He's given up 11 hits. 9 walks, which is a lot, and has 7 strikeouts.
And Mr. Justin Thompson pitched a very strong game. He gave up 1 run and 8 hits, struck out 4 and walked 4 in a total of 7 innings, and gives way now to the youngster from Rice University who delivers high ball 1 to Travis Fryman. So this is the first lineup change. We've gone into the 8th inning. That's unusual in today's baseball. High fly ball, lofted down the line and right. Catalanata in foul territory makes the catch. 1 up and 1 down for Matt Anderson. Matt Anderson will be 22 years old in August. His first year in pro ball is this one. Now Whitten batting the other way this time. Takes the ball outside. Is a right-hand batter. He's had 1 for 3. And he's driven in the only Cleveland run. There's a strike. 1-1 on Whitten.
Yeah, knocked the glove right off of Baco's hand.
2-1. That's a count on Whitten. A high one, and the count goes 3-1.
This guy, if he stays healthy and learns with a little bit more control, he should be something special for the Tigers. But he has a lot to learn.
There's a strike. He's had very little experience. He broke in at Lakeland. They moved him to Jacksonville.
Yeah, right away. He has hardly any breaking ball at all. He strictly uses a fastball. He tries to throw a little slider.
Fouled away, and they count full. 3-2 on Mark Whitten. 1 out in the Cleveland 8th inning. The game tied 1-1. Justice is waiting on deck. Still 3-2.
The hitters have no fear of any kind of a breaking ball from Matt. They know that they just geared for the number 1. That's the heater.
And he hits this one to straightaway center, not deep. Hunter there comes in to make the catch, and they're 2 down. And now we'll see the pinch hitter Justice come in to bat for Sexton in that DH spot.
Well, here's what Justice did in last night's game. The ball Bobby Higginson made a great effort on, knocked the ball, kept it in front of him.
That was one of his 2 hits last night. That double knocked in a run. David takes the ball outside. the shoulder. 2-0, the count on the pinch batter Justice. There's a drive foul in the seats back of first. Justice, as a pinch hitter this year, has batted 4 times and had 1 hit. He's knocked in 3 runs.
Well, Mike Jackson in the bullpen, he has been nothing short of sensational recently.
There's a foul to the other side of the diamond.
And one reason they went out and got some other pitchers is they thought maybe they've been using Mike Jackson more than an inning, and sometimes 2-3 innings, and they think late in the season he might wear down, so they went out and got a couple other relievers.
Justice pops this one foul, and it too will reach the seats. And the count stays 2-2 on him. There are 2 out in the 8th inning. Anderson has relieved Justin Thompson here in this inning. The game's still in a 1-1 tie in Cleveland. 2-2 pitch. Driven foul just outside the line, down first base way. Like a shot. Full count again. Still 3-2.
You have to give Justice a lot of credit. He's pulling that 97, 98 mile an hour fastball, and that's what major league hitters will do. It doesn't really matter how hard you throw. If you throw it down the middle, they'll hit it.
Struck him out, and the youngster in relief, Anderson, gets him 1-2-3. We go to the 9th, still tied 1-1.
Playing Shape with Tigers conditioning coach Brad Andrus, brought to you by Select Care. We're changing healthcare for good.
The weight room is becoming a very popular place in the fitness industry today. Unfortunately, it appears to be an intimidating place for the older population who are trying to get started in a weight training program. It's important to understand that this room can accommodate many different athletes and many different people, as long as the people understand that each have individual needs and that your needs are specific to you. And it's important to understand that as you do these things, to start out slowly, to use light weights and usually achieve repetitions between 12 and 15. Start out with just a handful of exercises, between 5 and 6, and then from that, build to that. But realize that don't do too much. Soreness can become an issue that you don't want to run into.
What does it feel like to have power? What does it feel like to stand up and be heard? What does it feel like to say yes? To say no? To change? What does it feel like to demand respect? To be free? What does it feel like to be in control? Be in control. Find out.
This is your home for Tiger Baseball, UPN 50.
Friday Night Baseball on UPN 50. It's been a dandy, folks. 1-1 tie going into the 9th inning. Mr. Burba's gone all the way. He does not have a complete game so far this year. And that's his longest outing so far, 7 2/3 innings. He's done that 3 times. Easily at the bat. And he takes it inside, ball 1. Burba has allowed 6 hits. He's given up a walk. He's struck out 4.
Want to guard the lines, both line at 3rd and 1st. They're right hugging the bag.
Strike call. The only Tiger run came on Gonzalez's 7th inning home run, his 14th, eluding the jump of Lofton in deep center field.
Damon has his hitting streak on the line.
And he takes in close, 2-1. He has hit into a double play, struck out, and bounced to 3rd. Here's the 2-1 delivery. In a minute.
There it is, 19-game hitting streak on the line, 337 in that time, 1 home run and 10 runs batted in.
Ground ball to third, glove by Fryman. Tomei takes the throw, and there's one away. Tigers in the heavy part of their batting order. Here's the number 3 batter, Bobby Higginson, who has failed to hit tonight against Burba. He's bounced to second, struck out, and a fly to left. 1-1 tie in the ninth. That's a strike. They check with Ed Hickox. Back at third, he says yes, sir. Fly to center, Lofton backing up. He'll have room. He's got it 2 away. Now Burba will face Tony Clark. Tony singled in the second inning, fly to center the fourth, and took a call third strike in the seventh when he led off that inning. 2 down, ninth inning, 1-1 tie. Ball 1 to Clark. Stick around with us. It's a good one. Ground ball out the glove of Tomei, back into right. Bell picks it up, but he'll have no play, and Tony is safe at first base.
This ball is hit sharp. Took a little bit of a bad hop, but it was hit like a shot, and Tony gets a base hit. Take a look at it again. This ball is hit hard. He's going for the home run, and Mike Hargrove is now coming out and is going to make a pitching change.
That's the 7th hit for the Tigers. Oh, Mr. Hargrove talking with his pitcher Burba.
Well, is he going to be talked out of it or not? Oh, he's going to be talked out of it. Sometimes this can come up to hurt you, but it looked like he came out to make a pitching change. He had the left-hander all warmed up out there. Gonzo, who had a home run his last time against Burba, but he convinced his manager that, hey, I can get this guy out.
Well, remember, Al, there's some managers who won't go out there. They send their coaches so they won't be talked out of it. Well, there's Gonzalez, a single and a home run. Middle turn at bat, he bounced to second. Tigers have the tiebreaker at first base with 2 down in the ninth inning. It's a 1-1 deadlock. Strike as Hargrove decided to ride the rapids with Burba. Hop foul, it'll reach the seats. Strike 2, the count on Gonzo. Taps that one foul just to the third base side of the plate.
Well, here's the home run in the 7th inning by Gonzo, his 14th of the year, and ties this ball game. It's where it stands right now, 1-1.
Strike 2 the count. Strike called, and that will end the Tiger ninth inning. Gonzalez protesting to Greg Koss, but he's called out on strikes, and Cleveland comes to bat in the ninth in a 1-1 tie.
Today, 2 police officers killed, a tourist wounded. We've got team coverage We'll tell you about a local actor getting a big career boost in Spielberg's new movie, Saving Private Ryan. See it tonight after the game.
You're watching the Detroit Tigers on UPN 50.
It's a good one here on Friday Night Baseball. 1-1 tie, ninth inning. The Indians coming into bat against the hard-throwing Matt Anderson. Pat Borders at the plate, and he takes a strike. Anderson came out of the eighth inning, relieving Justin Thompson, and set the Indians down 1-2-3. Borders cuts and misses.
Well, that's the breaking ball, and a pretty good one right there. Borders very surprised with that off-speed pitch.
2 strikes the count on him. Thompson struck him out twice and got him on the fly to left. There's a pop-up on the right side of the diamond. Catalanata under it and makes a catch in foul territory. 1 up and the 1 away. David Bell will be the batter. Bell with 2 singles and a bounce to first base. Tigers 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. Cleveland 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. Fastball high to Bell.
You notice all the hitters, particularly the right-handed hitters, move a little bit further away from the plate.
There's a drive to left in the corner. It is foul.
Snapped his bat right into it. Bat, and there's the handle, and doesn't sting nearly as much because these guys all wear gloves now, but usually if you don't wear a batting glove, your hands would be ringing right now.
1-1 the count on Bell, and the count goes 2-1. Justin Thompson started, went 7 innings, allowed 1 run and 8 hits. Now it's in the hands of Matt Anderson, the 21-year-old. And he delivers low 3-1 on Bell. 1 out, nobody on in the ninth. 96 miles per with that last pitch. There's a foul that may reach the seats. Yes, it will. First base side. Now he's up to 99.
Matt really uses his shoulder when he throws. He sort of slings the ball, but he uses his shoulder much more than he does his arm.
There's a fly to center. Hunter going back. He'll have room and makes the catch for the second out. We go to the top of the Cleveland batting order. Kenny Lofton. Another email here out from Dave and Colleen of Gregory, Michigan. The catch switch from first to second. And what's your opinion on the toughest transition from position to position?
I don't know. I think probably moving, well, certainly to catcher if you're not experienced going behind the plate. If you're an infielder, you pretty much know the basics about where to be. I think making a transition from the outfield to first base is very difficult. But when you're an infielder, you pretty much know where to go on cutoffs and things of that nature. So I think making the adjustment from the outfield to first base.
Well, catching would certainly be tough. Tommy Brookins negotiated it with the Tigers one time when he was pressed into an emergency situation. And we're going to have a new pitcher now for the Detroiters.
And let's take a break, and we'll be right back on Friday Night Baseball.
A lot of tire stores give you a good price, but it's their suck-you-in-the-door price, not their out-the-door price. See, once you're in the door, they pump up the price with extras like valve stems, mounting, balancing, and tire disposal. By the time you're out the door, you're out of dough.
Other stores charge up to $20 per tire for extras. At Bell Tire, get the guaranteed lowest out-the-door price you came in for. The extras are always free.
If they pump up the price, get out the door and get the lowest prices in town.
Bell Tire. We always beat all deals or it's free.
Why are people watching the 10 o'clock news? Because it's the right news at the right time. Get the entire day's news, the latest facts first, a full hour earlier at 10 o'clock. You get more live coverage, more in-depth reports, more breaking news, more weather and sports, and always straight to the point. The right news at the right time. The UPN 50 10 o'clock news. Are you watching?
Well, Sean Runyon takes over here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. A great job by Matt Anderson, going an inning and 2/3. Did not allow a hit and had 1 strikeout. And you can see the record of Sean. He is the leader, major league leaders, and with 57 appearances. This will be number 58 for Sean, who comes in to face Kenny Lofton.
Lofton, the leadoff man, had a walk his first 2 times against Justin Thompson. Then he struck out in the 5th inning, and in the 7th inning he flied to left. It's a tie, 1-1, in the last half tonight at Cleveland. 2 out for the Indians, the base is empty, and Runyon becomes the 3rd Detroit pitcher tonight. Young man from Iowa, and delivers a wide one, ball 1. Runyon, born in Arkansas. His dad was in the Coast Guard. They moved around a lot. Fly ball into short left. Gonzalez with an easy chance. Puts it away, and we go to the 10th inning with a 1-1 tie.
Well, one of the newest Cleveland pitchers, Steve Reed, who was just acquired from the San Francisco Giants yesterday, along with Jacob Cruz, in exchange for Jose Mesa, Al Mormon, and Sean Dunson. Now with San Francisco, he had made 50 appearances. He had a record 2-1, a very good 1.48 earned run average, and had one save. He's extremely tough on right-handed batter because he comes from way down. And he has that big breaking ball. The left-handers don't seem to have nearly as much problems with this type of pitcher.
Well, Reed's a big guy. Hails from California. He's 32 years old, and there's the transaction that brought him here to Cleveland. He'll be facing Catalanata. Frank without a hit against the starting pitcher Burba. He flied out twice and fouled to first base. Tenth inning, a 1-1 tie in Cleveland, and it's a strike call. This is the 9th extra inning game of the Tigers. They've won 5 and lost 3. They've won 3 and lost none in extra innings on the road. Strike. 2 quick ones on the cap. He pops it foul back this way and right down below. From the new pitcher Steve Reed. Strike call, and they looked at 1 too many. Catalanata out on strike. Joe Randa will face Steve Reed. Reed started with San Francisco. They signed him as a non-drafted free agent. Then they lost him in the expansion draft to Colorado, where he spent about 4 years, and then they got him back this year before they dealt him to the Indians. There's a ball outside on Joe.
Looks like the same pitch they called Catalinato out on.
Foul away. That'll reach the seats. 1-1 now on Randa in the 10th inning. The Tiger run came on a home run by Gonzalez in the 7th. It's 14th. Cleveland scored in the 4th inning on a single by Tomei. Stole second, went to third on the wild pitch, and came in on the ground ball off the bat of Whitten. That's all the scoring here tonight. Randa hits a high chopper toward the shortstop. Vizquel charges and has no play. It will be an infield hit for Randa. He couldn't do anything about that one, Al.
No, banged it off of home plate. A high bounder that Vizquel fielded, but hey, no way he's going to throw Joe Randa out. Look at the ball right off of home plate. It's like a little fly ball. And Vizquel said, I better hold on to it because I may throw it away and he might get into scoring position. So a base hit for Joe Randa.
Now Paul Bacco will be the batter. He had a single in the 8th inning. He's picked up 1 for 3 tonight. That's his first hit in the series.
Now normally you can run off a sidearm pitchers like this.
Reed delivers a strike. That's Randa at first. He represents the tie-breaking run here in the 10th inning. With a 1-man down by the Tigers. Bacco fouls one on a line drive past third. 2 strikes to count on the Tiger catcher.
Bacco might be getting a little tired. He's not swinging the bat well. He's late, swinging a lot of bad pitches.
Reed's always been a relief that he had 1 start in the minor leagues many years ago. Now the strike 2 pitch, and Bacco taking a high one. Reed grew up in California, makes his home now in Colorado. Trying to keep this game tied 1-1 in the 10th inning. Bacco waits on the 1-2 pitch. Fouled away again.
Malone, the left-hander, just up in the minor leagues, throwing in the bullpen.
He was up a little bit earlier. Each team with 8 hits, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors on each side. Bacco looking, that one missed the inside corner. So Reed in his Cleveland debut has fanned the first man he faced, and then he yielded a single. Now he's gone 2-2 on Bacco. Fly ball, hooked to right and going foul back in the corner.
Little change up. Bacco got good wood on it, pulled it foul.
Indians got their run of the 4th. The Tigers tied him in the 7th on the home run by Gonzalez. Stayed that way since then. 1-1 tie in the 10th.
Good pitch to run on. Try to get that man down to second base.
All the way. He's hanging tough. Well, last night they drew 43,085. Tonight they paid attendance 43,156. It's to be a matter of numbers here with everything sold out.
Well, you just can't get tickets here, that's for sure. I think they post a sign. How many straight days now is that?
Oh, for 3 years they've sold out. Yeah,
163.
And they don't even open the ticket wickets unless somebody has an exchange or something. There's a wide one. In other words, you can't come up and buy a ticket. There you go, 263. And even with that, the Orioles have outdrawn the Indians this year. Full count on Paul Butko. Runner goes. Here's a tap up the middle. Grabbed by Vizquel for the out. Throw to first. It's a double play. The Indians pull another double play. The tag made on Aranda coming down the line. And now it'll be Cleveland that out of the 10th inning and still a 1-1 tie. Still even. A 1-run, 8 hits, no errors for each side. Buddy Bell and Kaiser, the umpire out there at second base, having a discussion about that last play that ended the Tiger 10th inning.
Well, Buddy, Kaiser said he went out of the baselines to avoid the tag right here. Now, is this out of the baselines? Questionable.
Friday Night Baseball, and now Runyon faces the Indians in their 10th inning. Runyon came on in the 9th and got the final out, getting Kenny Lofton on a short fly to left field. It'll be Vizquel to lead it off. And then we get into the real tough part of the Indian batting order. Ramirez, Otomi, and Fryman. Tigers won a 1-run victory last night, and they're tied right now in the 10th inning in the second game of the 4-game set. And Thompson, Anderson, and now Runyon on the mound for the Detroiters. Here's Vizquel. And Omar looks at his strike call. Runyon delivers inside, a 1-1. This was his first season in the big leagues. Foul fly into the right field seats. We've seen some great pitching from the starters and the bullpen representing each team tonight. 1-run, 8 hits on each side. There's a pop foul out of play back at first base.
Well, the Tigers really playing good baseball after losing the last 3 in New York, winning the first game and losing the last 3. They come back, they come here to Cleveland and really playing good baseball, getting great pitching.
1-2 count on Vizquel. Missed the inside corner, the count even. 2-2.
Where was that pitch? When it crossed the plate. He might have caught it inside, but he threw it sidearm.
Now the count full on Omar Vizquel, leading it off in the Indian 10th. One away. Let's go to David Scott.
Thanks, guys. On the news tonight, we've got the very latest on that bloody gun battle inside the U.S. Capitol building. 2 officers were killed. We've learned more about the suspect. We'll see you after the game. Alan Ernie.
Well, Buddy Bell coming out of the mound down. The next batter is the right-hander Ramirez, and Buddy makes another pitching change. Mr. Runyon does the job and gives way to Doug Brocail, coming on here in the 10th inning with a 1-out. Let's take a break.
Well, the bullpen has been just about perfect in this game so far. Matt Anderson set him down. Sean Runyon came in and did another great job. Now Doug Brocail comes in, and there's his record: 40 games, 4-2. He pitched in last night's ball game. Pitched an inning and a third, gave up 2 hits. They walked 1 and had 1 strikeout. Doug with a good fastball. He's throwing a little cut slider now, and a good knuckle curveball.
And the first man he'll face will be Ramirez. And Buddy Bell coming out now to say something to Kosk. He wants to go to the mound and wants to know if this counts as a trip, I guess.
Well, Doug wasn't throwing the ball very hard and warming up.
And Kosk says that does not count as a trip. Just checking on him, I guess. Didn't take long, though, Al.
No, Doug said he must have been all right, because Buddy certainly don't want anybody out there if they can't give 100% right now, or has a bad arm. He certainly doesn't want to hurt him.
Manny Ramirez at the bat. He's had a single and a walk. 1 for 3 officially, and takes a strike. 1 out, 10th inning. Cleveland batting. The game tied 1-1. Seats to the right of the plate. 2 strikes on him. Thompson started. The run came off him in the 4th inning, and all 8 hits were picked up off the starter Justin Thompson. One, 2 the count on him. 79 RBIs for this slugger. Strike called. He stood there like the house by the side of the road and watched it go by.
Oh, he paints the outside corner. Look where Baco's sitting. And right there, he's looking for a ball he can drive on the inner part of the plate. Brocail goes outside and hits the outside corner.
Now the Indian who has scored Cleveland's only run, Tomei at the bat. He's had a single and 4, and looks at a strike from Doug Brocail. Fly to right, single, bounced to first, struck out. That's Tomei's record tonight. There's a wide one to Jim, 1-1. And Doug wants to make an exchange. That one's in the dirt. 2-1. They count on Tomei. Good guy, had a home run and a single in last night's game. Now waiting on a 2-1 delivery. Ground ball back to Brocail. One hands, bare hands, and fires to first for the out. 1-2-3 go the Indians, and we move to the 11th inning. It is still a 1-1 tie.
Watching the Detroit Tigers on UPN 50.
Friday Night Baseball, the 1-1 tie. The totals are all even, 1-8-0 on each side. Here comes the 11th inning in Cleveland, and Davy Cruz will be the bat. The Kalans are hanging in there.
They're still here, and even Kelsey's even awake right now. Took a little 5-minute nap, and
she's ready to go. Well, it's David Cruz. And he looks at a strike from Steve Reed, the reliever who came on in the 10th inning. Maybe singled his first time up. He's 1 for 3. Outside, and they count even on the Tigers shortstop. 1-1. Burba started. Reed in the 10th. Ground ball to third. It'll be foul. Grabbed by Fryman. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Breaking balls that come from the side. You can see there way outside. The ball looked like a good foot and a half outside. Brian's another guy that doesn't like that sidearm breaking ball.
Well, Brian Hunter saw this guy a lot in the National League. He has had a walk and a single so far tonight. And there's a strike. 1 out. Game tied 1-1. 10th inning. 11th inning. That one's in close. 1-1 on Brian. Tigers have had a hit in each of the last 4 innings. They scored only in the 7th. Big hook. 1-2 on Hunter. Pitching has dominated this extra inning affair. Miss for that one. 2-2. Fly to left. That's Whitten to put it away. 2 up and 2 down in the Tiger 11th. Damian Easley coming to bat, and with extra innings he keeps his hitting streak alive.
Yeah, he got a chance.
19 straight, the second time he's reached that mark. He is 0 for 4 tonight. He's bounced to third the last 2 times. First 2 times up he hit into a double play and struck out. 2 down in the 11th inning. Fouled away. Strike 1 on Easley. He's dropped down to 296. It's the 3rd time Ron Vallone's been up in the bullpen. Very wide. 1-1 on Easley. Burba, the starter, fanned to 5. Reed in relief is struck out 2. Got a piece of that one and stays alive. Indians bat in the 11th. It is still a 1-1 deadlock.
We had a couple of rocking nuns right there. They're staying right to the very end. And she's really rocking. What's she got in her hand? Tigers make another pitching change here. This is the fifth pitcher that Tigers have used. Doug Bachler replaces Brocale. Brocale came in and pitched 2/3 inning. The bullpen has been perfect so far in tonight's game. All the runs, all the hits have been charged to Justin Thompson. And Bachler will be trying to keep that streak going. Bachler has allowed 12 earned runs in his past 32 and 2/3 innings. And he's pitched extremely well against the left-hand batters so far this year.
Well, the Cleveland scheduled hitters are Fryman, Whitten, and Justice. Justice coming in to pinch it for Sexton in the DH spot. The other two are starters in the lineup of Mike Hargrove. And here's Travis with a double, a single, and a walk. He got him out the last time on a foul out to the first baseman. 1-1 tie in the last half of the 11th. There's a ball outside on Travis Fryman. Two 2-0 from the new pitcher, Doug Bachler. Cut and a miss by the former Tiger. Three and one, the count on Travis Fryman.
Bachler will trying to keep the ball away from Travis, and Travis, of course, will be looking for something he can drive on the inner part of the plate.
There's a drive deep to left, and it is long gone. That's the ball game. Travis Fryman homers off Bachler in the 11th inning, and the Indians have evened the series with a victory apiece. And the Indians are waiting for Fryman at home plate as he runs out his home run and beats his former teammate.
And this is what they do here in Cleveland. They pound on the guy who hits the game-winning hit or home run. And Travis has to feel good against his former teammates, hitting home run number 21 in the bottom of the 11th inning to give the Indians a 2-1 victory.
Now, Bachler is the loser. Steve Reed, the second and last pitcher for the Indians, is the winner. And the series is now all even. So our next telecast will be Sunday here from Cleveland as the Tigers and the Indians close out the 4-game set. Stay tuned for the 10 o'clock news.